Everyone, welcome to your restorative practice. I'm going to actually turn on a little bit of extra light. See if that helps. A little better. So we're going to start out seated, and I want you to think about sitting in a way that's really supportive of a nice, easy, relaxed spine. And so I mean like the ears over the shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips are relaxed. And sometimes that means maybe sitting cross-legged doesn't work so well for your body, which is totally fine. So maybe you sit on a chair, maybe you sit with your shins down and your toes pointing back and something wedged in between the ankles to support the sits bones. So again, the idea is that we sit in a way that allows our spine to grow nice and tall with relative ease and a lot less effort. We're going to have a breath practice at the beginning and at the end of this restorative practice, and this is called Nadi Shodana. Probably if you've been practicing with me for a little while, you've done this before, but just as a reminder, Nadi Shodana is when we breathe in through one nostril and out through the other. So we're manipulating the breath through one nostril at a time. There's a lot of different ways to do Nadi Shodana, but today the way we'll practice it is by taking a hand, whatever your dominant hand is, curling in the index and middle finger, and then you take your thumb and your ring finger and just gently rest that over the crescents of the nose. Okay, so we'll start by closing off the left nostril and we'll inhale through the right. And then we'll close the right and we'll exhale through the left. And keeping the right nostril closed, inhale left. Close left and exhale right. And so that's one round. We'll do 4 more. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. 3 more rounds. Inhaling right. Close right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. And last 2 rounds. Inhaling right. Closing right. Exhaling left. Inhaling left. Closing left, exhaling right. Last round. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. And then releasing the right hand and breathe in and out through the nose. So you might notice that it was easier to breathe in and out through one side versus the other, which is very normal. And there is this idea in yoga that the breath will switch from relative ease on the right side to the left side and vice versa every 90 minutes. Let's check in with the neck a little bit and then we'll come to our back and we'll spend most of our practice on our back. So just start by tucking the chin into the chest. Breathe into the back of the neck and the shoulders, the spine. And then inhale just to the best of your ability. Find what feels good for you. Lift the chin up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, tuck the chin in. And inhale, lift the chin, open the throat. And twice more, exhale to tuck the chin. Inhale to lift the chin. One more time, exhale, tuck the chin in. Inhale, lift the chin up. And then exhale, find that neutral neck and just shrug through the shoulders a few times back. And then a few times forward. You can even kind of shake out your hands and your arms. Maybe roll out the wrist. Good. And then we're going to come down onto our back and we're going to work with the hips, the pelvis, and the lower half of the torso compartment. You might want to have a few props alongside your body, like pillows or blankets, something that you can use to prop up the body when the body needs it. I'll start by just extending out through the legs. And so just feel the weight of your back body here as you stretch out. Arms alongside the body, shoulders tucked underneath the back. And then there's a slight tilt of the chin towards the chest, just briefly to lengthen out through the back of the neck. Let's take a few breaths here. Start by hugging the right knee into the chest and pressing that left heel bone really long, like you could stamp the sole of that left foot on the baseboard in front of you. And you're hugging your right knee in towards the side waist, right knee towards the right armpit. Breathe in, breathe out. And just briefly, we'll lift the head and we'll lift the shoulders just so you can get a look at your right foot. See if you can reach your right hand to either the inner or outer edge of the right foot. And then open up into half happy baby, relaxing the shoulder blades and the back of the head back to the mat. Now here, you can either choose to keep that left leg straight or bend the knee and plant the left foot. I find it's so much easier to rest into half happy baby if I'm bending my opposite leg knee. So I get a little bit more stretch sensation to the inner right thigh or the leg that's in half happy baby. Let's take a few more breaths here. Now what we're going to do is create a figure 4 in our back. So this right ankle is going to move across the body towards the left knee, where the left knee meets the top of the thigh. And so if you haven't bent your left leg and planted that foot, go ahead and do that so you can create that figure 4 on your back. Okay, so right ankle towards left knee, figure 4. Just rock it side to side a few times. So you're just rolling to the inner and outer edge of that left foot. Notice how that feels on the hip. And we're going to turn our figure 4 all the way off towards the left. So that means you're rolling to the outer edge of the left leg and then the sole of that right foot. It might come down to a prop that's there if the floor is far away, or if the floor is accessible for that right foot to rest on, you can let it come down to the floor. Let's just go ahead and spread the arms out wide. And so both shoulder blades are on the mat, the chest is open towards the ceiling, the back of the head is resting. We're just softening the upper body. There's no gripping here. There's nothing to hold on to. Finding your breath. Be in this shape for a couple of minutes. So just doing your best to soften in, relax. and find stillness in the body. That's where the props come in, because if you're fidgeting around a lot in your shape, then your body probably needs a little bit of support. Or you need to maybe back out a little bit, which again, props can help with that. So don't hold yourself in a place that is really uncomfortable, that you're really wiggling in, but rather add props to support stillness in your shape. And sometimes that takes a little bit of exploration, kind of figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and that's okay. So you're just always giving yourself permission to explore and settle. You explore and then you settle. And once you're able to settle, we find that silence and we maybe bring our awareness to the breath and just focus on the breath as that metronome of meditation. We'll take about 6 more breaths here. So nice, deep, slow belly breaths. And we're going to unwind out of our figure 4, but we're going to keep this right knee bent and the ankle resting on top of that left knee as you come back up through center. You might need to adjust your pelvis back in line with your shoulders so your spine feels relatively neutral, like it's not off to one side and in an angle. And then with this figure 4, we're just going to straighten out through the left leg. And so the right knee turns out to the right side. And if that's too much on the knee or the hip, sliding a prop underneath the outer edge of that right knee to support the hip opening is really encouraged. So it's almost like fallen tree, but the difference here is that we're just kind of taking our figure 4 and flattening it out. Left leg is long, right knee is bent out to the right side. Right ankle resting on top of the left knee, just above the knee joint towards the thigh. We'll take a couple of minutes here. See if you can relax your toes, your ankle, your knee, your hip, especially on that right side. It's never too late to add props to any shape. It's never too late to make an adjustment. It's never too late to back out if your body is telling you that is too much. Let's take 6 more breaths here. Okay, so gently, however you need to, you can use the support of the hand to release that right leg, and you can choose to stretch the right leg out long next to the left, or you can bend both knees and plant the feet. Especially if you're having some low back sensation, bending the knees and planting the feet wide on the mat might be more beneficial. You can try both and see what resonates best with you in your body. Let's just take a few more breaths here in a neutral position. Okay, so if your legs are stretched out, go ahead, start to bend both of the knees and plant both of the feet. And then we'll hug the left knee into the chest. And then maybe you extend that right leg out long and press through that right heel as if you could plant the sole of that right foot on the baseboard in front of you. And just briefly, we'll curl the chin in, lift the head, lift the shoulders, take a look at that left foot, see if you can catch a hold of the left foot, either inside or outside of the foot with the left hand, pulling the knee wide, sole of the foot towards the ceiling for half happy baby. You choose to either keep that right leg straight or bend the knee and plant that right foot. Take a few breaths here in your half happy baby. I'm going to stretch across the body with this left ankle and find that upper right thigh towards the knee joint. Find your figure 4. Start to rock your figure 4 side to side. You're rolling to the inner and outer edge of your right foot. It could be a big movement, could be a small movement, it could be somewhere in between. And then eventually we're going to tip this figure 4 all the way towards the right side. So your outer right leg softens towards the floor. Sole of the left foot lands on either a prop or the floor as well. Chest is encouraging open towards the ceiling. Both shoulder blades are heavy on the mat. Back of the head is resting heavy. Maybe the arms stretch out wide and you're just relaxing in your upper body. There's no work there to be done. You take a few moments to notice if the lower body needs any support, any adjustment, any fidgeting. That's welcome. And then we'll start to settle into stillness once we've got ourselves appropriately propped and situated. Just do your best to relax the toes, the ankle, the knee, the hip, especially on that left side or wherever you're feeling the sensation strongest. Once you do find that stillness, can you settle in to the meditation of the breath? And all I mean by that is just kind of watching your breath, like you're noticing this inhale and this exhale. And you're noticing things like, how does the breath sound? How does the breath feel? I'll take about 6 more breaths here. And we're going to turn our figure 4 back to an upright position. So you're rolling to the back of the pelvis, scooching your hips back in line with your shoulders if they've kind of gone off to the side. We'll keep that left ankle on top of the right knee and then just simply extend the right leg out long. And then supporting that outer left knee, outer left thigh, maybe with, pillow if you need it, or blankets, whatever you have around you, if it's desired, so that you can relax any tension, relax any gripping around the knee joint, especially, and the hip and the pelvis. Couple of minutes here. We'll take 6 more breaths on this side. And when I say 6 breaths, it takes about a minute because the inhale and the exhale are really slow. So you might even count your inhale for 5, your exhale for 5. And that should take you about 60 whole seconds. All right, so we'll start to slowly release out of this. You can support the knee to let it go straight or bending both knees and planting the feet. Do whatever you need to do to release out of that. Then taking any last movements or adjustments, we're going to start to settle into our final Shavasana. And remember, I'm going to leave some time at the end of this practice to close out with our breath, our Nadi Shodana, that alternate nostril breathing practice we did at the beginning. We're going to end with that. So Shavasana, as usual in these shorter classes, are about a minute. Start to settle into that stillness. Start to deepen the breath. Start to bring a little bit of movement back into the body. If you want, you can stretch the arms overhead and give yourself a nice big full body stretch. You can spend some time in fetal position on your side if you like. And then eventually make your way up to that seat and maybe come back to your chair if you're using a chair. Again, the seat, it's important to find what works for you. So the spine, the hips, the knees, they get to be relaxed. Not a lot of effort there in your upright seat. Nadi Shodana, we'll do 4 rounds. So you're taking your hand, your dominant hand, curling index finger, middle finger in, and then thumb and ring finger to the crescents of the nose, just lightly. Relax your elbow, relax your shoulder, slightly draw your chin in, and I invite you to close the eyes here so you have a sense of what you're doing and how you're doing it now. Breathe in through both nostrils, breathe out through both. Begin by closing left, breathing in through right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. That's 1 round. We'll do 3 more. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Closing left, exhale right. Last 2 rounds. Inhaling right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Try this last round on your own, just doing what you can remember. You're following that pathway of breathing. And the next time you breathe out through your right, you release your hand and neutral breath in and out through the nose. And just take a moment here to notice, observe how you feel. And to close out our practice, I invite you to join your hands at your heart and bow the chin to the chest. Taking a moment to honor your effort with reverence and gratitude. May you use the fruits of this practice to serve your highest good. May you share it with those around you that you love and who could use healing. May we remember to send love and healing to all sentient beings around the world. May they be happy. May they be free. Namaste, yogis. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and come back again soon. And take care of yourselves in the meantime.